This is a review of my LASIK eye surgery that I did in Turkey, Istanbul, and I did it with EyeSTAR. I must say, before I get into anything else, their communication, their arrangements in terms of travel, giving you advice in terms of hotel, I'll get onto that later. When I'm there as well, the person that comes and picks you up and drops you to the clinic, all of that was fantastic. There was one glitch when I landed. The guy that was supposed to pick me up wasn't there, but I had a number to call someone and I called that person. I actually WhatsApped the person first and then she responded like that. And I came in about, I think it was like 4 in the morning. She was like on it. And she was like, yes, someone's gonna come and pick you up now. So I had to wait like about 10 minutes or so for someone else to come and pick me up from the airport. That one situation could have escalated into a bad situation, but they handled it so well. I had the surgery in September, which is the 16th of September. The day of the surgery was the day I landed. December the 16th would make me 3 months post-op, leading to the next, probably the next question. I haven't had my health check yet with my opticians. I'm gonna wait to do that on my 3 months post-op because I just want to, because I feel my eyes feel lovely. I don't have any like agitations or anything like that. Sometimes I will need to use eye drops, but it wouldn't be like a regular occurrence. I think it's just to do with the change of weather and it's just colder. But besides that, I have no issues whatsoever. At the clinic, I had to do a pre-op check where they did a series of different checks on my eyesight to make sure that it's healthy, to make sure that I was a candidate for the surgery. So they did all of the checks and then I went to see the doctor that was doing my surgery, and his name was Dr. Cezmi. I hope I'm saying it right, Dr. Cezmi. You might have a different doctor because there's several doctors there. And again, Dr. Cezmi was so nice. He was so welcoming. He answered all my questions. I was okay to do the surgery. So then I had to come back in the afternoon to do the surgery. And there was about 4 or 5 of us on the day. They have a maximum that they do, and I don't think it's more than 8, more than 10. I'm not sure, but there's a maximum that they do. And I was the last one to do my surgery, so yeah, I got to see everyone go in and just gauge to see like everything is okay. Am I ready to go? Like, I'm looking at the results of other people. When I say them, obviously I can't physically see it, but I'm like the pain, like are they like agitated or anything like that? But going back to the clinic itself was so clean and so kept in terms of hygiene. When you go through the door, you have to put like slippers on. And this is just the first floor for you to do your pre-checks, your post-op, your pre-examinations before you go into the main surgery. The main surgery is actually on a different floor, and that floor is just pure white. It is clean. It is well kept. There wasn't any concerns for me. The level of cleanliness was superb, immaculate. So the surgery was on a different floor. So I went in, and this was, again, I was the last one in, and I went into the surgery, sat on the table. There was 2 or 3 people in there along with the doctor. So there was 2 and the doctor, I think. I do have footage of the actual day of the surgery, so I'm going to insert it here so you can see. But I'm just recalling from memory. I haven't merged this video together yet. You can see from my body, I had no pain whatsoever. I wasn't flinching. I was very relaxed, very calm. They put some water in your eye and they just like whoosh, and then the laser, and then they do incision, and they flip back the flap, and then they apply the laser, and then they flip back the flap again, and they do some more water stuff like during that time. Guys, I didn't feel anything whatsoever, and it went so quickly. It went so quickly. I was literally in and out. When I came out of the surgery, I went back downstairs where I could just open my eyes and I could see. And even before I went from the first floor down, from the second floor down to the first floor, my eyes were already opened. I was peeping through them. It was a bit grainy or gravelly. It was a bit gravelly, but again, it wasn't like an intense pain. It was just gravelly. Like, you know when you have something in your eye for too long and then you feel like it's still there? It was that kind of sensation. And then when I went down to the first floor now, and obviously all the windows were open, the lights were there, my eyes were watering a bit because of the light, but there was a TV in front of me and it was quite far away. And on a normal day, your girl could not see the TV so clearly without her glasses. I already had my clear vision. It was so unreal. I can't even explain. It was just clarity. When I did the surgery, the doctor came out again, looked at everything, looked at my eyes, put some eye drops in my eyes. Then the guy that was chauffeuring us back and forth to the hotel, he came out and went through our prescriptions, took us to see the doctor one last time before we went off. When I was leaving the surgery, I had my shades on, I had some dark Ray-Bans on, and I urge you, if you're thinking of doing this, make sure you have some dark tinted glasses when you go outside, because I'm telling you, Istanbul and the sun is so bright and your eyes are so sensitive to light. There were 2 different drops that they gave us that we needed to put in at set times, and we have to wait like 2 minutes or 1 minute before we put the next one in. But they explain all of that to you before you leave the clinic and how you're supposed to use your drops. Then they gave you like a mask for nighttime. When you cover your eyes with this mask, so that's preventing you, like, you know, sometimes you turn the nighttime, you just want to rub your eyes and stuff like that. It will help protect your eyes during sleep. So it was quite good to have that, and they really thought of everything. When I got back to the hotel, I had a nap. That nap messed me up, because when I woke up, my eyes were so puffy, I could hardly open it, and it just felt so gravelly. But again, I wasn't really like, oh my god, what's happening? I just waited a few, the wateriness kind of like disappeared. And I think it lasted for probably about 8 minutes or so. And they gave us painkillers as well. So because of when I woke up and I had that thing, I took the painkillers. So I think that kind of helped with the discomfort. And then after that, I just went back to normal. When it was time to sleep, I was a bit nervous because of what happened to me when I had my nap. But I was so tired. I was like, God, take the wheel. And I went to sleep, woke up the next day. Guys, my eyes were telling me, hello. I'm telling you, I had HD, something going on. I'm blown away. I was like, why didn't I not do this sooner? So on the next day, we went back to the clinic and the surgeon gave us our okay, did our little checks again to make sure that everything was fine. So the checks that we did on the first day, we did that on the second day, and we went through the whole process again, just without the surgery bit of it. And then we sat down with the doctor and he went through the little alphabets, and I can clearly see all of the alphabets and stuff like that. But he was like, oh, as the time go by, you will see better and better till it just stabilizes. I am sure you are waiting to find out what it actually cost me. I'm just going to go through the pricing. But before I get on to what it actually cost, I did a consultation with a previous eye clinic in London, and they quoted me about nearly £5,000 to do the surgery. And I was like, oh, and they were like, you can do it on finance, but you know me, like, I'm just so against finance right now in my life that I wasn't really thinking about it. Then I decided to research on LASIK eye surgery in other parts of the world, and I came across Turkey. I literally came across another girl that did it in Turkey with the same clinic, and that kind of pushed me over the edge to say, yeah, I'm going to do it with EyeSTAR Clinic right now. So from that, I will link her video as well into this video. So when I did my research with them, their price was €1,200. €1,200, and that was just beyond like affordable, compared to the nearly £5,000. I didn't pay any deposit down at all, so they didn't take any deposit from me. They just took the confirmation of my flight, my details, someone who collect me, the hotel that I was gonna stay at, if it wasn't one of their recommended ones, which it wasn't. But I wish I did use one of the recommended ones, because the hotel I stayed in was not the best at all. So yeah, on the day when I got in, that's when I actually paid €1,200, which came up to 1,100 or something pounds. And the results after that speaks for itself. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, I urge you do your research, speak to them, communicate with the clinic, and just get a sense of how you feel in terms of using them for your LASIK eye surgery. But I highly recommend this clinic, and I'm not getting paid for it. It's just my experience and based off another YouTuber's experience. That is what helped me make my decision to use them. And if I missed anything out that you want to know, just drop a comment below and I'll definitely get back to you.